I feel like shit today. I just kind of woke up and everything was fucked. I took a video the other day talking about Elliot Page and being very happy. But for some reason I said October 1st instead of December 1st. And I haven't edited it. I've just had a shitty morning. Y'all. Ugh. You have no idea how much I want to freak out. I've been having so many damn issues with electronics. I did this chat bubbles thing on my phone a long time ago that I hate, and I've turned it off like 12 times and it won't turn off. I keep getting the chat bubbles and I hate it. It won't go away. I'm playing games on my phone and things that should function are not functioning. I made myself tea this morning and I knocked it over before I could drink it. And I guess I slammed my knee into something because I'm looking at my kneecaps. There's a visible difference. I don't think there's any point trying to show on camera, but I don't know. My right knee is basically just sort of like normal, flat right here, and now this big old bump, lump, painful lump. Putting any pressure on my leg is absolutely killing me. I think I came up with a good name for, a second channel for me to start for having video vlogs and this crappy crap content. Honestly, I should just make it already. But today has not been a good day so far. I'm very frustrated. I'm in pain. And the one good thing I can say is there is some good news. Elliot Page coming out as trans on December 1st, the same day that I talked to my doctor about how I'd like to start an actual medical transition. I've been socially transitioned for a long time, for 16 years basically, because when I was 14, I came out as trans for the first time, and I've basically been going back and forth between masculine and feminine styles ever since then, trying to figure out which one am I. And, it wasn't until like the last few years that I learned about what being non-binary is and was like, oh, finally, that's me. I don't feel 100% male. I don't feel 100% female. I finally don't have to just go back and forth trying to figure out which one is correct. Because they're both right and they're both wrong at the same time. So I was interrupted. So, let's see, what was I saying? Yeah, so I don't have to keep going back and forth between masculine and feminine. I'm non-binary, but I'd like to medically transition with testosterone and top surgery. I actually have health-related reasons for wanting these removed, such as I can't fucking breathe properly anymore. Why am I still holding this? I can't breathe properly anymore. Ever since COVID, my brain is not working so good no more. I seem to be like developing dyslexia, which I didn't know was a thing that could happen. I don't know. All of a sudden, like, I mean, not all of a sudden, it's been happening since February, which, by the way, my doctor has confirmed, yes, I had COVID based on all the symptoms I told her and the time frame, the emergency room report and everything. She said, yes, you had COVID 100%. So now I technically received a COVID diagnosis. It's just for the past. But ever since then, I've had more issues. Anger issues, for one, have exploded. It's like all of, what the hell with my hair? Whatever. Have fun with my crazy hair. It's like all my mental issues have exploded. I can't regulate my emotions well. Everything's overwhelming. Everything makes me angry. Everything's too much, too loud, too this, too that. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I have lost progress in my mental stability. I don't know what to do about it. Except just be straight up about it. But one of the things I've prided myself on was my reading ability. Because I had that whole, like, Einstein syndrome thing when I was a kid, where I was teaching myself to read at age 3, but I didn't talk for a while. As it's been explained to me, I went from, like, blah, 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 to, like, hello, mother and father, I am quite hungry. What is it that we are having for breakfast? I completely skipped the baby talk. I went silent for a couple years. My family thought I wasn't ever going to speak because I wouldn't speak. I would just be like, bleh, nah, nah. Like, that's how I would try to get things I wanted. Just point at the thing and make noises. That was me as a kid. I didn't speak, but I did teach myself how to read. By the time I entered school, where people were learning their ABCs, I was at like a second grade reading level. And now I have to read and reread the same sentence like 5 times, read it out loud, etc., to actually comprehend it. And I'm having difficulty with a lot of words, and I've been joking now. It's like I'm becoming dyslexic. It doesn't feel like a joke anymore. And before you say, oh, it's not okay to joke about dyslexia, my partner is dyslexic, therefore I was joking about dyslexia with a person who has dyslexia and makes jokes about it. Very situational, we must remember that. I'm a piece of fucking shit and garbage when it comes to my sense of humor. I was raised with a lot of misogynistic, racist, sexist sorts of comedy, and so yeah, I like offensive humor. You know, that's not everyone. Don't just go around doing disability jokes on any disabled person. There's plenty of people who do not want that at all. They see it as super disrespectful, and trust me, I offend my own community. I get it. I know, I get it. But I don't think it's a joke. I really think I am developing, if not dyslexia, some sort of further cognitive decline of my capabilities. I don't want to just diagnose myself. There's a lot different things that it could be, you know, but I needed to vent about this and say the one good thing. Like I said, I talked to my doctors about starting medical transition. I have an appointment with an endocrinologist December 24th. So, I'm losing my ability to focus now. I've been talking for 10 minutes and I can only remember snippets of what I've said here. At this point, I feel like any video blogging I'm doing is just like Guys, I don't know. Trying to communicate with people before my mind fails me entirely. Guys, my whole life I've always said, like, my body can break down if I want. If it wants, I want my mind. I've looked up to people like Stephen Hawking my whole life, even before I realized that I was physically disabled, when I just thought my knee dislocating all the time was a normal part of being alive. When I thought standing up and the whole world going gray and fuzzy and going temporarily deaf and blind was normal. But I never wanted to lose my mind. Not like lose my mind crazy, because obviously I've been there a long time. I'm diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses. And I don't want to lose my ability to remember things. I don't want to lose my ability to read and comprehend. But it's happening. I've been ableist when I was younger. I was a jerk to the kids who were dyslexic. I was the kid in class going, oh my god, why do we have to read out loud? All of you read so slow, you don't know how to pronounce anything. I was a pretentious jerk, and now I read out loud. I am the person that 16-year-old me thought was a stupid fucking piece of shit idiot that deserved to be called an idiot when I was being a pretentious elitist type. I'm sorry I'm crying, it's just I can't be yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs anymore. I'm having the blood pressure issues. My breathing's fucked. Ever since COVID, things have been a lot worse. My lung function, my heart issues. Basically, every time I take my blood pressure down, I'm having arrhythmia. I'm having irregular heartbeat. And according to all the different news and stuff that's coming out, COVID is causing residual effects. Guys. I think I'm experiencing the residual effects, and I don't know exactly what they are because I didn't get diagnosed with COVID in the moment. It's months and months later that I'm receiving the diagnosis. I don't know what to do. Is there someone I talk to about a study? Is there a way to I don't know. All I know is ever since COVID, I've had more issues with breathing, more issues with my heart rate, more issues with my cognitive capabilities. And I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. At this point, it feels like, yeah, I'm making these YouTube videos, these video blogs, as just a record before my mind deteriorates completely. God, that sounds like I'm just begging for people to give me attention and sympathy, and I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want sympathy, okay? I don't want sympathy. I've looked online. There's manual all-terrain wheelchairs. You can get a robotic arm on your wheelchair. You can get wheelchairs that you can go like literally off-roading in. Yeah, I could be a fucking forklift. Like that's cool. Being in a wheelchair now part isn't what upsets me. I don't want sympathy for that. I'm getting annoyed at all these people opening doors for me. Like I can open the damn door, let me open the damn door. Running to grab a door from me doesn't make me feel like, oh, you're helping me. It makes me feel like you're going, oh, poor little person. I don't want the sympathy. I want people to understand, but I don't want sympathy. I don't want pity. If I was on YouTube just to get attention and clout, I would be talking about all these, TikToker dramas and stuff like that. I don't really like to. Like, I have thoughts on them. But I'd kind of rather wait until it's not a trending topic. I'm not here for pity parties and attention. I'm autistic AF. I've grown up on the net. This is where I'm used to being. I never fit in with the normals and all that. And but now I'm understanding more and more, of how to, great, my mind just blanked. I don't know what I was saying. Ugh. Let me try to calm myself down a little and do a little outro or something. I'm just gonna press the pause button. Kitty, come on. Kitty photobomb. Alright, I don't know how to do an outro. I always thought the intros and outros things with people's videos were cringy. This is supposed to be YouTube, a bunch of people shouting at cameras, face cam vlogging, giving fodder to the trolls, not TV shows. So, fuck your proper outro. Yeah. Yeah. I am the machine! I am the machine! Fuck all this depressing shit. Life sucks often. And sometimes people need to vent and rant to get it off their chest. That's okay. Public freakouts. You know what they are for me? They're cathartic. Other people watch public freakouts to cringe. I watch them to go, yeah, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. This is an angle I try to avoid. Enjoy this cleavage shot because I'm literally December 24th talking to a doctor about the process of starting hormones and eventually getting rid of them. So enjoy the view while it exists. Bye.